Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and my partner Tyler and I are currently in the middle of a major kitchen renovation. We've accomplished a lot so far, from gutting the kitchen, building beams, and painting the walls. Now we're installing flooring. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Your doing so helps support me and my small channel immensely. Thank you kindly. Welcome back. It is a super exciting time. Tyler and I have worked pretty hard to get to the point where we could install this flooring, and we've hit a few bumps along the way, but in this video we're going to be doing something so exciting. I know I say that about everything, but the flooring is enemy number one in our house because it has been a real struggle to feel really comfortable in our house, and mostly I would attribute that to our flooring. It's the current flooring is a subfloor, and we honestly did consider keeping it for a while. Like when we first bought the house, I was like, maybe we can strip it and then sand it and maybe refinish it. But after living with the floors for a while, really paying attention to them, they're just not in the best condition. There's like some random holes in places, and also they're extremely dirty. Even after trying to clean them and get them to a point where we're comfortable with, I just have never felt like we've gotten them to that point. So I say all of that to say that is why we are going to be covering them in this video. We are going to be installing brand new flooring over our subfloors. So yes, we will be sourcing and installing. And actually I can say now we are going to be doing that with 1x6 Southern Yellow pine boards, which we thought a lot about. Whenever we thought about what exactly we're going to be putting as our flooring in the kitchen, we thought about everything from tile to hardwood floors. I speak a little bit about this in my Design My Kitchen video, which I will link. If you haven't already seen that, be sure to go check that out. I go into depth about a lot of our design decisions and things to come for the kitchen specifically. But yeah, for us, it was about accessibility, and also too, it's a really good price point for the wide board wood flooring, that look that we're going for, that you find commonly in older homes. So yeah, I just wanted to provide you guys with some context as I show you the next clip, which is past Lena and Tyler sourcing our flooring that we're going to be installing. Okay, so you can see Tyler is tying up our boards. We managed to get 41 out of the 52 that we need, so we're short 11 pieces, but we're going to try going to another hardwood store in the morning. We're going to call it a night because we're exhausted. It's almost 8:30, so I'm pretty happy that we were able to get so many, but I'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. So today is the day. It is the day that we are finally going to install flooring in this kitchen. I'm really excited because I'm really excited to not be able to see through the floor anymore. We can no longer see through the walls, and those are up and painted and all of that. And I'm excited to not be able to see through this floor. So what we're going to install as our floor here is actually 1x6 pine boards. We did something similar in the sunroom, but it was a little different. And we like the way it came out. We like how the floor looks old. In fact, my parents couldn't even tell that it was a new floor. They thought that it looked so old, like it would have always been in the house. So that's what we're going to do in this kitchen. I think that the pine's going to age really fast, and it's going to age beautifully, so I'm really excited about it. So yesterday, I actually stabilized this entire floor. I went through and screwed every single piece of the subfloor down to the joist. And there's actually a few rotten pieces that I identified during that time, so I'm going to go ahead and cut those out so that we can start installing our flooring.
When it actually came down to Tyler installing these 1x6s, beforehand, he actually went around and screwed down all of the subfloor to the joist just to avoid squeakiness, because the subfloor did squeak as we walked across it in certain spots. So we just wanted to ensure that this new flooring, that problem would not also be present. And then not only that, but I mentioned earlier that we had only gotten some of the boards that we needed for this room, and we actually ended up going to 3 different hardware stores to get the rest of those boards. I honestly think we bought out the entire stock of 1x6s in our local area for this project, but it was honestly so worth it, because taking the extra time in the hardware store to make sure you're getting the pieces that are not the most warped or wiggly in order for them to be better in actually installing them and straight was worth it. With that in mind, Tyler did use a block that he used a crowbar to maneuver the pieces in place to make sure that they were installed the straightest that he possibly could install them. And then he also used a framing square to make sure that his screw holes were very uniform and straight. With a room of this size, it's quite literally 25 feet long. I feel like you would definitely notice if your screw holes were not straight, and that would definitely bother me personally. So he definitely took great care to make sure that his screw holes were nice and tidy, and I feel like that definitely makes a difference long term. I will say it is also pretty hectic to watch this project unfold, because for you guys, like, I throw these videos together and it's just a few minutes of work, but sometimes this content spans months because renovation progress is not linear, as I say, and because it's not linear, sometimes we have bursts of so much progress, and this weekend was definitely one of them. If you have watched our previous videos, especially our last video, you'll know that we had a plumbing problem, and this was actually the next, well, at this point it's now 2 days after, but the plumbing was being worked on by the plumber. We had no water. There's a lot of moving parts and a lot riding on Tyler finishing installing this flooring. And another thing that I don't think that I mentioned was that he was actually going out of town. So it was super important for us to make the push to finish the flooring before he left town. He quite literally was installing these boards up until like the last minute of him leaving to go to the airport for a work trip. So we wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to finish, or he was going to be able to finish, so that when he was gone, I would be able to sand, stain, and apply a clear coat to the flooring while he was gone so that it would have some time to cure. Honestly, my mantra was that I wanted to be one step closer to having a kitchen sink. So that was honestly our motivation towards doing so much work to get this flooring installed. And honestly, even though this is not traditional wood flooring, the flooring ended up looking great because we took the time to install them neatly and do it at a price point that we were able to afford and with the look that we were going for. I'm extremely proud of the work that we've done here. And I'm so excited to move on to the next step, which is me finishing the floors. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below and let us know what you think. I will see you guys next time. Bye.